Hey guys, hello everyone. My name is Stan Singh and I'm a third year student at IIT BHU. And welcome to the 12th episode of my podcast. And in today's episode, I'm going to talk about my 20s blueprint. I turned 20 in March, and since then, I've been wondering what all I want to achieve in my 20s and how should I plan all of this. So, first thing, I don't plan much. I like to go spontaneously, but you should have a rough idea of what exactly do you want to achieve at a particular age, what exactly do you want to achieve in the next 10 years. And because 10 years is kind of a long period of time, and you should kind of have a rough idea of where you're moving towards, because that helps you move towards your goal, that helps you take spontaneous decisions, that kind of also gives you context of what decision you want to make. Think of yourself like a large language model. Think of your brain like a very, very large language model, like nothing compared to ChatGPT. But it's a good example to actually understand how you take decisions. So, whenever you train a language model, the simple logic behind that is that that training helps you give context to the language model so that it can take better decisions, right? Imagine you're giving a prompt, you give a direct one line question to ChatGPT and you get an answer to it. But there's a second way of giving the prompt. You give context to ChatGPT, and after that, you ask that question. You get a better answer in the second case, right? Similarly, if you have a blueprint of the next 10 years, the next 5 years, then you kind of give context to your brain, and that context helps you take better spontaneous decisions at each and every step. But when this time frame reduces to 1 year, 1 month, or 1 week, then it's like so planned that you are not allowed to take decisions itself. You don't get time to take decisions itself. You have just planned so much. So for me, planning for 5 years and planning for 10 years is probably something that is useful, but planning for 1 year, planning for 1 month, 2 months is not that useful. And that's why when I entered my 20s, when I turned 20 on 3rd March, since then I've been thinking about what all do I want to do in my 20s. Do I want to travel a lot? Do I want to gain a lot of experiences? Do I want to build my own company? Do I want to kind of do some crazy things like jumping off a plane, jumping off a cliff, paragliding, and all of that? So I was just thinking about all of this, and I have a rough idea of what all I want to do in my 20s, and there are five categories to it actually. First category is I want to build something of my own. Genuinely, this is one thing that I want to do. I want to build something of my own because honestly, I don't want to work for someone else. And along with that, I actually want to create a place that is more welcoming to people like me who do not want to do things in a planned manner, who do not like deadlines so much and all of that. So I want to create a place that's not based on deadlines. The work is not based on deadlines, and it's more of uh, work that is based on what people like and what people want to do. I don't know how realistic I am while thinking about this goal, but this is something that I want to really do. And I think that's only possible when you build something of your own, because when you build something of your own, you work on your own terms and you kind of probably have set your own terms for others as well. So this is something I really want to do. Second thing, I want to make a lot of money. Honestly, I've realized one thing, that money kind of helps you do achieve a lot of things. So it's not like I want to make those 100 crores, 200 crores. No, no, no. That's not the goal. The goal is that I kind of want to make enough to actually live a good lifestyle. And by a good lifestyle, I mean I can travel a lot. I can live in a good house. I can afford a good house. I can afford going out to meet new people in good places, eating at good places. Eating is something that I enjoy. Actually, I love food, and I love exploring new places where we can eat and hang out with friends. So this is one thing that I enjoy a lot. So by good lifestyle, I mean that I can probably enjoy work and uh, spend quality family time, travel abroad once a year. So, money that helps you achieve all of this is something that I have in my mind. And what is that amount? I was trying to calculate it one day, and it came up to around 4 to 5 CR. And using that, I could probably achieve all of this and set up things that help me set up things that help me get recurring income that probably help me achieve all of this. But there's no fixed number to it. Actually, when you do these calculations, they are pretty much rough calculations. I have made one Excel sheet. I would not like to share that Excel sheet publicly, but when you make such an Excel sheet, after making that Excel sheet, when you review it again, you realize you have missed on a lot of things. And then you realize, oh, I need more, and things go haywire. But having a rough figure in your mind kind of makes the target a lot more achievable. And I feel everyone should do this calculation, because it kind of makes you realize that wo 100 crore, 200 crore, 1000 crore, 8000 crore is not important. This basic wala is sufficient enough. And when you have this basic goal in your head, then making something of your own also feels a bit easier. Because when you have that goal कि यार यूनिकॉर्न बनाना है, 8000 करोड़ की कंपनी बनानी है, then it kind of feels a lot, it feels very impractical. And you feel like, oh, ये तो कभी हो ही नहीं सकता. And then you're like, ठीक है, इससे अच्छा मैं जॉब ही कर लेता हूँ. तो that's why you should kind of have your goals clear, have a rough idea of what you actually want and what you want to do. So yeah, this was the second aspect, making a lot of money. Third aspect is I want to travel a lot. Honestly, since childhood, I have enjoyed traveling a lot. I have always waited for the summer trip, the winter trip. I used to go with my family. I have always waited for my vacations because I knew my dad is going to take me to a trip somewhere. And that's something that I honestly enjoy a lot. I enjoy being in big cities. I enjoy being in mountains. I enjoy being next to the beach. I enjoy all of it. It's not like I'm a beach person or a mountain person or a city person. No, it's like I enjoy when I go to a new place. I just want things to keep changing in my life. I don't want things to remain constant. When you're living in one particular place, things are constant. Your city could be very happening, your town in the mountains could be very peaceful. But when you stay there for a very long time, then it's like it starts becoming constant, and you probably don't like it much. And honestly, I don't like it much. I like things when they keep changing, and I get to experience new stuff. So that's why I want to travel a lot. I want to travel outside India as well. I have not been outside India yet, and that's one thing that I want to do as soon as possible. At 21, 22, I'm 20 right now. So yeah, probably in the next 1 or 2 years, I want to travel to two countries at least. And let's see if I am able to do this. But I honestly want to do this because when you traveling in India is like traveling in your comfort zone. Wherever you go, you know the language, you know the people, you know what kind of food will be available. It's easier to communicate with others, and everyone out here is friendly. You know the culture, you know what you should do, what you shouldn't do, and all of that. But when you travel outside India, you only know about things on surface level. You don't know exactly how things work over there, and that's actually traveling out of your comfort zone. And along with that, I also want to travel in less crowded places. And India has some less crowded places, but if you go to any uh, good place in India, you'll find crowd over there. And I'm a person who doesn't like crowd at all. I don't like waiting in lines. I don't, when I see a lot of people around me, I don't like that feeling at all. It's like, uh, I am somewhere in the mid grounds over here. Sometimes seeing a huge crowd and kind of being a part of it is exciting, but most of the times it's like, oh man, I cannot stay in this. And that's why I want to experience traveling outside India as soon as possible in my 20s, uh, 21, 22, as I said before. Fourth point is that I want to do some crazy shit in my 20s. And by crazy shit, I mean I want to conquer some of my fears. So, being since childhood, actually, I have been scared from a lot of things. I have been scared from water, I have been scared from heights, and I've been scared from multiple things. I never used to go to a roller coaster in the amusement park as well. I never went on the huge water slides and all of that. So, one thing that I kept in my mind after my class 12th was, यार इस comfort zone से निकलना है. I need to do some crazy things. And the first thing I did was go to an amusement park with my friends and try the biggest water slides, because I'm like, यार water slide में कुछ नहीं होगा, completely safe है, and हद से हद क्या होगा, पानी में जा रहे हो, कुछ नहीं हो सकता, nothing can fail. So we did that and I enjoyed it a lot. But I did not sit in any roller coaster because I was scared of heights and I was like, यार उल्टी हो जाएगी. But a few months back in May, I kind of overcome this fear of height and I went for bungee jumping in Rishikesh, India's highest bungee jumping, and it was an amazing experience. I actually enjoyed it a lot. And after, like, the point when I jumped, when I fell, I was like, yes, I did it. And I'm like, wow, it's crazy. And now I want to kind of do all of these experiences. I want to do paragliding, I want to do skydiving, I want to do scuba diving, I want to try surfing. And I want to do this in my 20s itself, because I feel that 20s is a age where your health will be at the peak. See, you can do gym, you can kind of maintain your physique, you can have a good lifestyle and all of that. But your heart, your chance of getting diabetes, having some heart problem is just too high at present, and it's high for everyone. So it's high because of our lifestyle in cities, honestly. So uh, this is something that concerns me a lot कि यार अगर 20s में when my health is at peak and when probably my entire body functions are at its max, if I don't do it now, then when will I do it? So that's one thing that concerns me a lot, and that's why I want to do crazy shit in my 20s. I want to do paragliding. The next thing that I want to do is paragliding, actually. And after that, I would probably want to do skydiving in Dubai. Why Dubai? Because, see, skydiving I want to do in the best place, and I don't feel that there's a better place than Dubai for skydiving. And then I would like to do scuba diving probably in Lakshadweep or somewhere. And surfing, I'm not really sure for a place for surfing. For paragliding, I want to do it in Bir and Bailing, because in class 12th I watched one vlog of Bir and Bailing and I just loved it. I just loved that vlog. So kind of want to do paragliding in Bir and Bailing. Rafting I have done already in Sikkim once, but I want to do it again in Rishikesh. This time we had a time crunch, so was not able to do rafting, but I want to do that in Rishikesh as well. And the fifth thing is I want to kind of also have a peace factor in my life. I want to kind of enjoy the smallest things in my life. I want to kind of enjoy the most like common moments, the most usual moments in life as well, like just watching a movie with your family at your home theater. I want to make a home theater, put up a home theater in my house I know it sounds materialistic कि यार home theater ये सब it's materialistic नहीं, but I just want to, I know it is materialistic, but it's like, just imagine you have a home theater and it's a Friday night, you're sitting with your mom and sis and you're watching a movie. uh, that will end up giving you some other level of joy, and probably a joy that cannot be replicated by other things, by just sitting and talking. So yeah, I want to kind of have multiple experiences with my family, multiple sweet moments with my family in my 20s, because see, the honest blunt reality is that your family is not going to stay with you forever. Your siblings will at one point be have a different life, will at one point have their own life to deal with, and you won't spend much time together. Your parents will get old, they will leave you at one point. And I've experienced this in my life. I've lost my dad, so I kind of have seen this happen with me. So I can accept this reality, and I know for a fact that things won't last forever. These people, these relationships won't last forever. So it's like I want to just spend as much as time as I can with them, and I want to create a lot of sweet memories with them. I want to kind of cherish each and every moment with them. I want to uh, when I want to spend the like biggest wins, smallest wins with them, the biggest wins with them. I want to spend almost each and every moment with them. And there's a background voice coming from a car, probably someone in the parking just messed with it, and sorry for that. So yeah, uh, these were the five major things that I want with my 20s. I know some of these things sound or sound very childish and are like, अरे यार ये भी कोई बोलने की चीज़ है. But I think about all of this, and it kind of helps me uh, helps me understand my expectations with life, and it to a very large extent calms me down as well. It's like कि यार इतनी सब चीज़ें तो अपन कर लेंगे, एंड इट काइंड ऑफ फील्स लाइक कि यार ये सब तो करा जा सकता है. इट साउंड्स अचीवेबल. जब तुम ऐसी छोटी छोटी चीज़ें लिस्ट करते हो कि यार मुझे ये करना है, मुझे वो करना है, तब you understand कि यार life is not about achieving everything. Life is about ticking some boxes, and ये box tick करने possible है. And that's what I feel planning helps me with. Planning helps me create a safety net, or safety net. So safety net for my ambitions. So it's like, if my ambitions are this high, if they need to fall one day, they'll fall at the safety net, they won't fall at the ground. And that's what planning helps with. And obviously planning adds in context to all the spontaneous decisions you take in your life. So yeah, this is it for today's episode. I hope you liked it. This episode was completely spontaneous. It's 4 a.m. at the night. It's 4:45 actually. Okay, I wasn't aware of the time. So it's 4:45, and it was completely spontaneous. I haven't scripted anything. I didn't think about this episode at all, and that's why I stopped in between for a lot of time. So yes, I will improve on this in the next few episodes. I have been recording all these episodes very spontaneously at present. So yeah, bear with it, and I hope you like it. And if you like such episodes, such videos, then subscribe to the channel, and yeah, press the bell icon to be updated with the most recent video, because I don't have a regular time of uploading. So whenever I upload, you'll get notified if you press the bell icon. Thank you. Bye. Meet you in the next video.